Separation agreements benefits the employer by minimizing the threat of litigation, guarding against the loss of clients or staff, and protecting the goodwill and reputation of the company. In turn, separation agreements benefit the employee by providing money or some other type of compensation or benefit, ensuring a period of continued insurance coverage, potentially, and offering other benefits, for example, control over how the departure is perceived. But please note that a release agreement does not release a company from criminal responsibility or for conducting any type of criminal activity.
409A has a provision that deals with everything under a potential release agreement. So, and there's a common misperception that 409A only applies to public companies or to highly compensated employees, and actually it applies to everybody. So you need to be very careful. There is a provision in 409A. There's an exemption for certain severance payments that are of a certain amount and that are paid with a certain timeline. There's also an exemption for short-term deferrals, which is probably the greatest exemption at all under the 409A statute. The other thing that you often put into a release or to a severance payment is a release. So the release would be something where the person is releasing all claims against the company. And as Madeline just pointed out, you need to provide consideration for that release. So you are offering to pay the individual certain benefits as long as they release all claims against the company.
All separation agreements must comply with all local, state, and federal laws. Illinois separation laws can vary significantly from other states' processes. So it's really important to do the research and ensure your separation agreements are drafted accordingly, or reach out to an attorney for help. If you're not familiar with these specific employee termination laws, it could really put your organization at risk and invalidate some really important parts of the contract that you were hoping that would be enforceable. And don't forget that the laws are ever changing, so we recommend not really relying on outdated releases as templates.
Be prepared and make sure you've looked at the impact of Code Section 409A on any plan, any document that you're signing, because it can be a very penurious code provision.
Businesses, both large and small, need to protect themselves from risk. Risk can take the form of physical risk, information risk, privacy risk, contract risk, etc. And one of the best ways to really protect your business from risk in this situation is by using severance release agreement. Our employment lawyers here at Keller & Holland help business owners draft, implement, and apply effective release agreements almost on a daily basis to avoid and counter potential risks and ultimately safeguard business interests.